What is that, bro? Doing? Yeah. No, I'm still here. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking right here. If I go out to sit like that, it's like against her. So I figured if I fuck this maybe we can keep shaved. Yeah. Do I have to move?
You think you should keep 4? Like these 2
We should keep 2. I need to stream, so.
Yeah, yeah.
There? Yes, I think we're streaming, yes. So we should.
Let's put this.
Should we keep 2 tables, I think?
We'll keep 1 table so that it's right in the center.
Move these over.
Fine.
Move a little.
Can you move it over there?
Drive for like 8 hours. And then we can twist this one.
I need to turn to the.
We're not close. Cable stuck here, maybe.
Just to be able to lift it up.
Yeah.
And slide it as close as you need it. Again, 2. Yes, all these chairs wide. I'm guessing you presenting on this side or that?
Yeah. Presenting?
Are you presenting or are you just setting
No,
up?
we're just streaming here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if you need control, leave it off this side there.
Yeah.
That way, because you don't want people touching it, but you don't want people to.
Can you tell if the audio is working?
Volume?
Because I have this connected to that.
Yeah.
How does this software work? I never tried it. Okay, at least I'm doing on
Nice, Mr. Watson. Yeah, okay. Cool. Yeah, it seems working though. Yeah, everything seems to be good.
Next, you got one microphone on this side.
The voltage are for speakers. Yeah, that's what like. Make sure. Scheduling kids is like where are you streaming by the way? Where are you streaming this? Streaming to YouTube. Oh, okay. Yeah, to YouTube and Twitter. I was like, where the hell is this? Like, you have streaming set up.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so sure. So like honestly, like the ClawCon guys, the Michael is like the main European of ClawCon. Yeah, he said he gonna like provide some credentials to log into official ClawCon account, but it's not responsible. And so, yeah, so we just try to like report it first and to upload into a ClawCon account.
I get it.
I like these things that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly, like, last year was better. This year was much better. Also, like, you're not everyone. That's why we were not actually. We're doing that. That's like it. I second I literally had a cap for the board. The girl is writing.
Like I'd rather just be like,
Yeah.
like,
That's true. I mean, this is
yeah.
there is something. I need to do some much stuff from here.
Test.
That I just want like I'm like like that's all. Yeah, all I know.
Test.
I mean, I think it's again, through it happens. It happens in the street.
You know,
Like there's a lot of like, but like I'm pointing in that
It's usually like it's actually. So I think that's
don't think
Hello. Hi. You're gonna nice meeting you. Yeah, so you speak today? Yes. Yeah, cool. So like expected to see in the slide. Okay. Yeah. So I love this tomorrow. Yeah. So it's like 10 minutes. Yeah, that's what demo. So you should know. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think they're afraid. That's like, you know.
will it reach? Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Like not. Which mic is it using right now? This one.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. Every speaker is required to use this one. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I might want to change the.
Okay. Oh, okay. I will use right.
It's like this, right?
Mm.
Then you can clip it on your shirt.
Hello. Welcome to ClawCon Vancouver. So we're going to start after 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes. So the time is now in 6:30. So we're going to start around the 6:25. So please, like there's some pizzas there, and there's cokes, and we just have lots of the amazing folks in the room. So please feel free to do some networkings and as I told you, all speakers are expected to sit on this side and the left side, so that you should make sure that there's no such a delay because like we have so many speakers to be packed, so we just want to facilitate the work. So yeah, so please do note it and see you in 10 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so okay. I think like we just like try to like kind of remove the pizza away from somewhere so that for now. Yeah, for now. Yeah. So then yeah, we just have some more additional pizzas afterwards.
There's Wi-Fi. How others go them on is out. Well, like the menu doesn't give the Wi-Fi.
Hey man, are you Sigrid?
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Nice meeting you.
yeah.
You're speaking today?
I thought I was, but I don't know anymore. Like,
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
was saying I was, and you said
Yeah. Sorry about it, because like we just accepted more speakers, but like, we just try to like looking at the reviews timetable.
confirm if I am or not.
No, I so like you just see you're not a speaker anymore.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, so that's in that
What?
case, he's not a speaker though.
Well, why not? What happened?
Because like, well, there's tons of the speakers that we have, so like we just try to streamline the schedules. So
So I didn't make a cut.
yeah. Well, we're really sorry about that.
Yeah, could I do like a decentralized demo?
What's that mean?
Just tell everyone to go to the website. I have a live product, so I
Okay.
just want people to go to vanna.com,
Okay.
and they can see my OpenClaw agent.
Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
like, if you have the time, I usually will give us some chances for 5 minutes afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I just need like 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, so like at the end of the event, I will give you a chance.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
No problem.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
yeah.
Actually, it's better this way, short and sweet.
Yeah, so too. Thanks a lot.
I just laid down Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, they're great hair. They're pockets. Yeah, it's good for this.
Oh, sorry for missing out yesterday. Sorry for missing out yesterday. Yeah, I will remember that. Oh. I was in a conference. I just talked to like international student advice and stuff. How did it go? Did you enjoy the website? Oh, yeah, of course. Like, I met lots of my friends there too. And try to have some reconnect from the folks there too. And, yeah. Can you help us to like take a picture a lot so that you can just no. Go follow that. Go follow that. Oh.
Yeah, I frequently love excited about
You want to Google? Like when the good, good.
Right. See, not going through. That's all good. Well, I probably can't do a demo today.
Okay.
I'm like midway only. I'm still working on it. It's not working very well. So
Okay.
today. Next time.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. So you're a speaker. Okay. So basically, you need to like connect to HDMI, and there's no public Wi-Fi here. So so you need to use your own speaker. Okay. And before just sharing the screen, I just ask you to gonna join the link to record the screen. Yeah. So that's the thing. Yeah. Cool. Cigarette, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's really good. Yeah. Much for having us. Oh, cool. I will let you know, like, if you're the time that you are free. Cool. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thanks. Well, it's okay. We're going to start with them now. 5 minutes.
First one, to select all the speakers left two, so we might have to move them around.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those two speakers are what?
So we have one speaker from the first section.
Okay.
We have one speaker from the second section.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So
this will change.
yeah, we might have to move them to the top.
What was that? Okay. So
We have to move these two to the top.
okay.
And where's mode? Mode. This should be the first one speaking.
Yeah, so sure.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hey, is she good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. I want to make an announcement, like a community announcement for people who want to deal with agents. We're hiring.
Okay.
And I do that when you start the show.
Okay, so you are the speaker.
I'm just a founder. I want to tell that I'm hiring agent
Okay.
engineers.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I will give you an additional like time for after
Sure.
for finishing the event.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so I'll give
I'm
some
Puya.
Yeah, I'm going to give some mics.
Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Puya. It's like Puya with P.
Okay.
Cool.
Where? Where? Oh,
Hi, nice. Hi. Yeah. Of course, yeah.
God.
No, great to meet you. Yeah, right. Yeah. How was the city?
Great.
Okay, great.
We should grab one. Yeah.
Yeah, anytime, anytime. Yeah, want to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thanks for hosting this.
Yeah. You know, the Netflix is very
Okay. I'm sitting over there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm all ready, guys. So.
Okay. Hey, Soro.
Thank you.
So, how should we move your schedules?
So now we have Mo speaking first.
Mhm.
Jeff isn't here, but Ramika and Nikolai they are here. So maybe we can move them here.
Okay, so I have no idea. So, like, can you just type it to the
Yeah.
steering too?
Sigil,
Yeah.
it's Korean.
Oh,
I don't know how to type it.
oh shit. Yeah, you can see.
Okay. Okay, so these three we have logged down.
Okay.
And maybe after the break they can speak.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Sigrid, can I take a picture of this new schedule? Can I take a picture of the new schedule?
This case, oh, of course. Cool. Nice.
We're going to start within 2 minutes. So please be seated.
Yeah, so true. Yeah.
Try it now.
We did put like in the new schedule
Okay.
the sponsor speaker.
Hmm?
So the sponsor speaker apparently Mode was thinking
Yeah.
Jeff should go first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe we can put Jeff here,
Okay.
and then what should we do? Jeff and Mode first.
Yeah, Jeff and Maud and
Ramika and Nikolai.
Sam is going to do, isn't it?
Cam is also has to do, right?
Yeah, also has to do. I just talked to Sam and he's gonna do. So it's just there. So like okay, so we have three sponsor sessions. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So Sam, Jeff, and
Sam, Jeff, and Maud.
Jeff.
Sam, Jeff, Maud. Okay.
So maybe we can actually do Sam first,
Yeah, Sam first and
Jeff.
Sam, Jeff, and Maud.
and Mode,
Okay.
and then we do Ramika,
Okay.
and then maybe we go to a break.
Yeah, so true. There's also expect around 10 minutes delay though. Yeah, I'll give a short talk, just opening stuff. So, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay. Cool.
Oh, Yuri.
Good here. Hello everyone. We are going to start the event. So welcome to ClawCon Vancouver. So those who have ever heard ClawCon, raise your hand if you have ever heard of ClawCon. Yeah, so ClawCon is now happening all over the globe, and you might heard OpenClaw, and OpenClaw has their own the non-profit foundation, and OpenClaw Foundation, they have their official conference brand, which is ClawCon. So basically, they just want to push more events to be hosted around the cities. So the ClawCon, one of the ClawCons, the first ClawCon happened in San Francisco, and back to last January. And yeah, there's a lot of the ClawCons there. The ClawCons happening in Tokyo, ClawCons happening in Shanghai, ClawCons happening in London, and one of them, the biggest ClawCon was in Michigan, in the University of Michigan. And they just like try to book the entire stadium and to try to do some or more than 1,000 participants on the ClawCon. And yeah, I have some chances to talk to ClawCon main organizers. They are connected to OpenClaw Foundation, as far as I know, and yeah, they invited a lot of the Peters and lots of the OpenClaw maintainers to the lots of cities, but like unfortunately to the Peters to be in the Vancouver for their next event.
So that at least I just want to hold the ClawCon for this Web Summit event. And I think like Web Summit is so much one of the biggest tech conferences happening in Vancouver. And I also had some chances to give us a pretty nice speech. So that at least I think like there's a lot of the builders in the Vancouver. So the ClawCon itself is really demo oriented, and rather than just giving out the speech. So I just want to respect and follow the concepts of the ClawCon. So that's how we have tried to push him more to have some chances to show the demos up and shout out the what they are built or what the builders are now creating in Vancouver in British Columbia. So okay, so let me just move to our next slide. Okay, yeah, there's some overlapping sound here. Yeah, so
conventional process, even if you're using AI. And we got a lot of customers using it. I launched like 2 months ago. We're hitting close to, we're hitting 5-figure monthly revenue right now. And like, here's an example, like Social Realtor is one of our customers. They are one of the bigger social media company for realtors based in North America. And this is what their dashboard looks like. And then they have a Run HQ widget right here. Another customer is Jeju.com. It's like the Hawaii of Korea, if you guys know.
Jeju.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you would know. Yeah, so Jeju.com uses it. They got a widget too, and they just started using it, and they're creating tickets here, and they get assigned to the agents, and their development speed has started to become at like light speed. They just started using it, yeah, so that's our product. And if you're interested in learning more, there's a invite code that I'm willing to give you guys if you want to submit a form. So please turn on your phone and take a picture of this if you like. If you submit a form, I will definitely give you the invite code. There's no like selection process. You'll definitely get it. I'm sorry?
It says the form needs access.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Well, take a picture of it, please, and I'll fix that up right away. Sorry about that. I'm sorry?
Create a ticket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great. What else is there? I think that's it, guys. Yeah, I'd love to answer any questions if you guys have any, but thank you for checking it out.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. Is there a Q&A or no?
So okay, one Q&A. So
All right, great. Yeah, I see a hand right there. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering, to set it up, if I have, like the deployment and Azure integrates, can I just use that, subscription that I have for, GPT models? Can I just connect that?
So great question. That is in our roadmap. So the whole bring your own server, right? That's like the what you're thinking, and definitely it's somewhere we're going towards that, but not right at this very moment. But something we'll probably roll out in coming weeks at most. Thank you. Any other questions? Oh yes, please go ahead.
Use my ignorance, but is it not possible to assign tickets to agents already?
Is it not possible to assign tickets to the agents already? Can you elaborate that a little more?
If I have a ticketing software like Intercom or something like that, where I get feedback from my customers, is it not possible to like plug that into Claude and you know what I mean? Like,
A great question. So like copy and paste and just give it to the Claude, right?
yeah, it's like, is there not a way to do this already?
Right. So right now, from what I've seen in conventional companies, there would be a ticket that is provided to like support agents and whatnot, right? And then the management would hold on. Let me show that again one more time. The management would then review which tickets should get assigned to the developers. You could do that too, but another thing is Run HQ is a team environment. So any of the team members can actually review the tickets and then assign it to the agent. So it's not bottlenecked to one developer or a few developers to decide on what ticket gets assigned to the agent. It's nothing crazy innovative.
So it's the same thing, but multi-user.
That's one of the features. Yes, definitely. Yes. Great question. Thank you. Are we good? One more? Okay. Maybe the last question. Please go ahead. 100%, yes. Yes. And some of the metadata is automatically entered into the ticket as well, so you don't have to enter all that stuff. But yeah, great. All right. Thank you so much, guys.
And next up, Jeff, you take the mic.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
You have any laptop?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna do hand gestures.
Oh, okay, okay. Cool. Nice.
I don't know if your stuff is even
That's yours, okay.
This is mine.
Okay, I didn't expect such things.
You didn't expect such a thing. Yeah. I thought it's like you want to just put HDMI in there? Or you want
yeah, it's the minor, and now I want you to join.
Do you want to put on the mic to the last? You just clip around your shirt.
Hi everyone. How you doing? Talking to everything.
Okay, can I just join some website to live stream your slides that you're sharing?
Oh, it's over there.
Over there, so okay, should go first.
What's that? Oh,
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
so is everyone here using OpenClaw daily? Yeah. What are we using it for? Anybody want to like say what they're using it for? Coding, marketing, coding. Is everyone coding? Is this like a room full of developers? Recruiting.
Oh, recruiting, amazing.
Oh, I can go around.
Yeah. I think there's some.
What's up?
Oh, okay, I think there's some issues in. Are there? How can you tell if you have to like share the screen with the mirroring of both?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is gonna work, but you can do whatever you want. What's your plan here?
Okay, so just try to like mirroring the screen of them. We're trying to mirror the screen between, so that you can synchronize both the two displays.
Where's my mouse?
Oh man.
Where's oh, okay, there we go. That'll be way easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Jeff King, CEO of MoltenBot. Because this is like open community, I hope. I'm just going to present some of the open source pieces that we've been building. We do have commercial offering. I won't get into the full company, but we're really looking at having multiple agents working together. So we're still kind of in stealth. Our main product is going to be launched in the next 2 weeks or so. This piece we've had out open source for the last few months. And so we'll just kind of jump into what it is. So I have, okay. Oh, fun. Here we go. What's up? I do everything twice. Yeah. How many claws do you have?
Make it twice as good.
It's actually one you're seeing.
So this is.
You said he has 11 claws.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. This is really, really hard to see. So I have 2 claws, and they're connected and they're talking. I actually might not be able to show you. They're working on what the funniest joke is here. But these are 2. They're obviously on my machine right now, but these are 2 different open claws, which are hooking up through our open source offering called Molten Hub. 3 voices. It's that one. So who here has like a fleet of agents that do various tasks? And then who has them like working together? We got one guy, we got a couple guys, okay. And then have you tried to deploy this in a company where you have someone with like a specialty using OpenClaw and you're using OpenClaw and you want those skill sets to like work together? Yeah, so this is kind of the area that we've been focused on. And the reasoning, yeah, I think this is the joke. A quantum computer walks into a bar and doesn't walk into a bar. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of still moving. But in the context of like a company or even when you're a team, you might have people that are specialized, like a marketing person and then a software developer, and they each are going to use OpenClaw in specific ways, and they're going to tune their OpenClaw to do and interact, with the world in certain ways. The other thing too is like if you have multiple OpenClaws, like you might only want to give them certain context or security and permissions or the ability to act on the world in certain ways. So this allows you to provision like any number of agents, and then you can have like, you can have one be the one that's like the gatekeeper of all the other agents, that's asking for like work to be done on, simpler, more tuned agents that might just be like LinkedIn marketing or writing code or whatever it is. Does that make sense? I think this is a pretty basic demo. I know we've probably seen a lot of this. The early ones were like people with 2 cell phones would have like LLMs battle it out. And really it's the backplane here, the thing that you don't see to me that's the interesting part. So I'll just jump out of this and go back to the deck. And hopefully the resolution will look a little more reasonable. Okay, so first off, OpenClaw is not ours. OpenClaw is an open source project. So what we've done, first off, is we have an NPM package, which is also on ClawHub, which is our plugin. And this is kind of the best experience for OpenClaw, where you have the plugin that's registered with OpenClaw. And then it can channel the data and use WebSockets, and it's a lot more fast, efficient, and more interactive. You saw there the agents actually like kind of in real time interacting. You can pull that just through NPM. You can pull that through ClawHub. And then on the back end on Docker Hub is the server piece of that, okay? So if you're interested in running this, I'm actually running this on my machine because I wasn't sure if the Wi-Fi was going to be working. I'm glad I did that today. We do also have like a free version in production, which you can just rock up and use if you want. And the really cool thing about this technology is I'm demoing with OpenClaw here, but we actually can use this on basically any LLM agentic system. And so these are a bunch of the tools that we've tested and played with and had them connected and interacting and working together. So you can see OpenClaw, obviously there's a bunch of coding harnesses in there. I don't know if people are familiar with Dex. And then also the like Codex desktop versions and the Codex coding versions and all of those. And so you can have work being distributed across any number of these tools. So I don't live in a world where I think I'm going to build a tool better than these companies are going to build. What I want to do is connect them and make them work at the maximum efficiency together. And also like different people's skills and jobs will end up having specialized agentic tool sets that will need to like work together in the future. Okay, again, I'm not the magician here. So this is actually built on the A2A protocol. I don't know if people have heard of this. I'm just calling this out because this is actually a Google standard that Google presented, I think, about 1.5 years ago. And the real thing is the connection of the agents is a very simple thing. What it's really meant to handle is like the task workflow and the durability of a task. And so the Molten Hub open source project is like the server side of that. And then we have like some like NPM packages for like, I guess you'd call like an SDK. There's also SDKs out of Google you could use. And I've used against the hub and our customers have. But really, it's like this huge life cycle of a task through an agentic system. And it can have multiple actors. And it can also stop tasks and start tasks and where they fail and where they succeed. And all that information is kind of in that context. So it's quite a robust system. And so we build that into the hub to make sure that, any agent that is compatible with this can just rock up and start connecting to the hub and work. Again, this is not me. This is just stolen from Google's website. So there's a lot of companies here in this space building out agentic, whatever they're building. I mean, it's various companies here doing different things, but they're adhering to the A2A protocol so that they can have these systems work together. Okay, so this is our logo, just to be clear. So today we have 2 servers. So we have one in North America and one in Europe for GDPR reasons. Most of our users are in North America. So you may have a person here with OpenClaw connected to North America, and you might have someone with Claude Code hooked up in Europe. That's not the best experience if you want them to work together. So we have peering built into our hubs, so we can deploy as many hubs as we want globally, and your agent can connect to one hub, and that can be their primary hub, but they can actually dispatch messages globally through the peering of the hubs. And this is really cool for like an open source community stance, because it gives us the ability, you can go deploy one of these tomorrow and start running it. And it does not have to have any trust with our agents. That's all good, as you'd expect. And then you might want to peer it to another region. That's good. And then at some point, you might be like, well, we want to hit everything, so then we can peer into the backbone of any other like hub network. And then again, we can route messages all the way through these hubs to any agent globally. So it gives you the ability to deploy this in a private sandbox, or if you want to expose it more globally or with a friend company, you have all of those options available to you. And so any hub can connect to like any number of, this is just like a one, you could have a mesh where they all connect into the same one. Okay. And then I just want to touch on.
1 minute.
What? 1 minute?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. So then just one last piece here. So I think it's a really interesting time. I have a developer background. I've been using GitHub as my resume for like 20 years. And I think that's just like about to just burn and be gone. And so the exhaust out of the system produces kind of what I would call the next resume that's going to become important to companies, where they don't want to hire a developer anymore. They want to hire a developer who knows how to run agentic software and systems. And so as you build out your skills and your LLMs and all the tools you use, this builds out a resume of all the work you've done with all these different products and starts showcasing like how much muscle you have in this agentic game, because I think the whole landscape's shifting in that regard. Am I getting killed? Thank you. Discord, GitHub, everything else. Thank you. No questions? I don't know if I'm allowed.
Thanks a lot. So next up.
I don't know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so next up is yeah.
Oh, Ramaka first.
Oh, okay.
Put the mic on. Put the mic.
I wanted to share the screen by just showing the
Extend or?
it's just entire screen. Just
Okay.
entire screen. And I just want to show here.
Yeah. That and also like moving the systems on the like or moving agents off the like one to the one that's actually pretty big.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. Hello. Wow, I see some familiar faces for sure, but definitely a lot of new ones. So let me just go to my slide deck real quickly. Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Ramaka. So I just finished my second year at UBC studying computer science and business, and I'm here basically to demo my language learning app. But before I get into all of the good stuff, just for some interaction, how many of you have tried to learn a language before? Just keep your hand up. Lots of you. Oh, we have quite a few.
Everybody did immigrant.
Yeah. But, oh, keep your hands up, please. Now, keep your hands up if you've used the modern tools, Duolingo, Babbel, Memrise, Anki even. Okay, pretty much everybody. Final question. How many of you could confidently look me in the eye and tell me that if I booked a ticket to the country that you are learning a language for, that you could have a 5-minute conversation with them about your passions, your interests, or even just order a cup of coffee? I see a lot of hands going, oh, okay. I see a lot of hands going down, and that's totally fine. But it is kind of frustrating, right? Because these apps have you almost have 100, 200, 300-day streaks. And for what? You feel like you don't make any progress at all. It just feels like a gamification system just to take your attention away. And the real essence as to why that is because they're not built around you. They're sort of built for as many people to use them right away as possible. But a key thing I want to cover here is that the top 500 words in English, and this is abstractable to other languages as well, covers approximately 65 to 80% of just everyday conversation, what you would talk about on a daily basis. Now, the issue is that my 500 is different from your 500, you know? I'm a CS student. I probably want to learn about data structures and how to talk about CS terminology and unfortunately even unemployment versus somebody who might be more in the painting or art industry, right? So that's sort of where my project comes into play. And basically, I will just show you guys the onboarding flow. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi is pretty rough, so I'll try and get it to run in the background, but pretty simple. As you can see, I enter my name, my pronouns, what level of sort of fluency I'm starting with. I went with Spanish. Again, here we go. There we go. And this is where it gets interesting. So right away, I ask, you know, where are you based? Because I want to know sort of the local culture that you probably are going to be accustomed to. And we'll go with Vancouver, obviously. Same thing here. If you are currently a student, I am, so I'll go with UBC. And some more questions. If basically the gist of this is to figure out as much about what you are in your English form and sort of translate that to what you should learn in Spanish. So I'll just keep on going here. And I've pre-selected a few things just to save some time. Yeah, and I'll let this run in the background just because I don't know how long it'll take with my data. But in essence, I have some snippets of the app, which hopefully I can show you live as well. And these are just some of the snippets here. So I can go through frame one by one. So the farthest left here, or actually I'll start from the farthest right. That is the main page. As you can see, there's a week 1, and that translates to my week, a week in UBC. So right away, it's very custom to me. There's going to be a lot of words and just grammar structure that's really relevant to what I am interested about and what I like to talk about, right? So these two panels are a little bit more interesting. So these are pre-generated sort of stories that sort of fit the scope of what your, well, I guess Vancouver here would probably want to talk about in their day-to-day interactions. So you can see we have some UBC, we have SkyTrain, we have Kitsilano, we have, I wish I could scroll, but we also have a skiing and snowboarding module as well. Really all the fits and fixins to get you sort of started in that translation process. And this is just what you see when you click into one of those modules. So I can just go to the next slide. And this is a little bit more into the actual lesson. Pretty easy to understand. So we have sort of a two-way conversation here. And you can see that, again, it's very relevant to what I personally want to talk about because it's my life and my experience. So it's really useful in that way. And these are the episodes, as you can see on that middle panel. And then that last panel shows sort of the phrases very briefly that you've learned from completing this episode. So in essence, yeah, that is my app. Let me just see if it's loaded or not. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you can see all of these episodes here and exploring campus, you know, a trip in Whistler, you know, all of these really relevant things to my life. I can all of a sudden just quickly learn and sort of start talking right away with somebody who speaks Spanish, right, about what I want to talk about. So in essence, that's basically what this is built around. It's more focused on let's figure out what you want to learn and build from there versus what a lot of people are doing right now, which is throwing this pre-made stuff to you automatically. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for your time, and please, I'm so open to connect with all of you. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, I'm open to any questions as well. Of course.
Can you talk a little bit about how you actually customize this for the person?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, the question was basically, how do I customize this? And I guess it seems a little bit sort of systematic with all that bubbles, right? So that initial generation is really important to sort of get you at a good starting point, which is why it has a little bit more of a selection sort of focus. It actually shows in like the next generation, you can actually write text and inputs of, oh, what happened this week? You know, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to introduce your friends into the story? All these little things so that your next generations are even more personalized and even better. And in terms of all of the interests, there was like 20 of them that I selected. there's actually a really fancy algorithm that runs in the background that slices those up so that we don't overwhelm the LLM in the back end as well by feeding 20 different interests at the same time for that first generation. So I'm not sure if that answered. Okay, perfect. Oh, yeah.
What is the language that you're learning with this right now?
So I'm learning Spanish. I've been learning for a few months, so I'm definitely not close to fluency, but I have actually been using this as.
So how long would it take? Because you actually framed the question very good initially. That okay, you want to go to this city in 2 months.
Yeah.
And you want to learn the 500.
Yeah.
So you got to do that.
Yeah.
That's the thing that you should do, because if your product works
Yeah.
really as good as you said, it would be amazing. Good
Okay.
point. And if not, you're gonna learn so much.
Okay.
So book a ticket. I don't know where you're going. But
Well, it's a travel? I mean,
yeah. So go to a city and see if you can do that or not.
Oh, and I guess document it, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for the advice. Awesome. Yeah, go ahead.
The challenge is the 500 words that are in your wrappers 500 words.
Oh, my personal ones?
Right. So that's the challenge. Understand what each of those 500 words are, most common 500 words. Could you, in a sandbox, feed it all of your chats from your text messages and your convos with your friends, and then have that to determine what your 500 is, then erase all your history, and then it knows your top 500 words of each of them.
So feed that all into this app specific. Okay, so yeah, the question was basically, can we take all the personal information that I could possibly have, feed it into the app, and basically figure out what my 500 words are? Theoretically, you could. I mean, for the first initial generation, obviously that sort of initial start, want to make sure that it's pretty set in stone. We don't want to have too much user fatigue in setting up all of that. But yeah, like I said, in the second generation, there's a text input. So if you want to download all of your text messages and feed God knows how much information into the LLM, then yeah, be my guest.
I was talking about eliminating all those questions at the start to make it less resistant. So basically, you give it permission in a safe environment, it downloads it all, and then erases it all, knows your first 500 words, your 500 words, and don't have to click on any of those things you like, because it'll know your favorite.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. I mean, for sure, definitely would keep that in mind. Awesome. Thank you. I think, is that time? Oh, one more question? Was that one more right in the back? Yeah.
I like the fact that you use people being interested, not just like put the chatbot. Like, what made you decide to make UX like that?
Oh, why did I make it look like that? Well, I thought it looked pretty nice. That was a big motivation. But I mean, of course, I think that I definitely want this to be something that people are motivated to use. And obviously, there are chatbots already that exist where you could theoretically have all of those functionalities in different threads. But I want to sort of make the experience a little bit more easier to digest and easier to click through. So that was my main decision. I mean, a lot of that designing was done by people who are far smarter than I am in terms of how it all works. But yeah. That's pretty much it for me.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Michael? Yep. Yeah, we will take 10 minutes break and then we'll be back on 27. 20 minute break. So like, I think this is like the laziness to become Okay. Okay. Although like I think there's 20 minutes being delayed of it, so like let's do 10 minutes for the
How do I?
Now sharing the screen. So, it will start at 27.
I was just like,
Okay, so you're back. So why people play audio?
you can play it, but like, I'm not sure that you will record. But I even like play it because like I'm playing this audio here now. Play it.
I can play it, but don't do it, right?
Yeah. You can play with TV. So you can play your computer video on here. Yeah. But I'm not sure that it will be recorded.
Yeah, but you have like silence on the phone.
Yeah. No.
I want my sci-fi. That's not going to be really fun.
Okay. But don't worry.
Sorry, no?
By the way, it won't work.
The recording as well? The recording, it won't be there, right? Recording.
Okay, for recording, I'm not.
Oh, so that would be the in the recording.
It could be.
So,
well, it's really difficult to make sure the computer will be even, we need a more settings.
That's like the computer audio.
At least I try to like work on my
computer.
Yeah, well, recording is not important. But try to focus on the offline.
All right.
I will be heading out now.
Okay,
I
awesome.
have some work.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, thanks for showing all that help.
Yeah, it's great.
Of course. Yeah, see you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Presenting or am I sharing? Sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Set up the camera. Wow. Is there any way that we can like lower the license right now?
Hey folks, we are going to resume the event.
Unless some parents take some time.
Hello. Let's start. Let's start. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I hope you had a great break. My name is Nikolai. I'm here from Boston. I'm flying back tomorrow, and I'm glad that ClawCon is happening today while I'm here. I want you to present my startup we are building. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started, exited, and killed a few startups before. And basically what I'm trying to do now is replace myself with AI. We are building, I will show you a little bit, but also feel free to ask lots of questions because we are doing lots of stuff. So we are building zero-employee companies. So we're building AI agents. Question?
How is it different than Pulsea?
It's more autonomous than Pulsea. So you like in Pulsea you need to prompt it like sometimes. For Egbe, like you don't need to prompt it; it just goes off. But that's good that you know Pulsea. Yes, it's in the same direction. So we're building AI. Who knows Pulsea? Nice. Not much. We're building AI that builds and runs companies, and by companies we mean like small products, like micro SaaS products, autonomously. So imagine it's like your co-founder. If you're human, you can use it to build your like small business. It's not venture-backed businesses, not hard businesses, but more like regular businesses that can generate some revenue. How we do it? We have so let me show you first. So this is some example of website it built. So we basically have OpenClaw-based entrepreneur that we can deploy easily, and it starts building products, then it finds users, finds customers, and tries to generate revenue. So this is some example of vibe coded by OpenClaw product that it even like recorded some video here of how to use it. It has pricing, you can pay, you can like it's with integrated Stripe with everything. You like so not on fully autonomous businesses. Like if we as humans intervene a little bit, we have few products that generates like a little bit of revenue. They're subscription based, but none of them are profitable if you take an account AI credits and marketing costs. Like none of them are profitable and none of them are fully autonomous yet. So it's an early prototype. So basically this is an example of a product it builds. How it works, I think it will be more interesting for you. So basically it works kind of like a startup accelerator, but for AI agents, I would say. So we built some shared infrastructure our AI agents, OpenClaw-based AI agents can use. For example, site deployments, payment gateways, so they can accept payments, integration to Google Meta Reddit ads, Stripe, yeah, all the databases, CRM, Git. So we have like 15 internal services for our agents to use, which will help them to build products. And each agent is OpenClaw, one OpenClaw deployed with with set of skills and set of integrations to the services and to the world. So basically, right now we have three agents: main OpenClaw agent, builder, and grows. Builder builds code, test the app, and grows has marketing skills to promote the product. And some examples of internal services which they use is CRM, mailbox. So all of them have emails. Some of them are quite spammy, to be honest. We use Forgeo for Git hosting and Mattermost as a chat to chat with them. So we can chat with our entrepreneurs. We usually want them to be fully autonomous, so they don't need our input. But we have Mattermost with where is it? With OpenClaws that are building websites on the background as a heartbeat. Yeah, we have payment gateways like tools, different tools: Meta, Google, Reddit, Epify, Brave Search. We have analytics, for example, for this website. It's integrated analytics, so we as humans and AI agents themselves can understand what's going on with their website. Yeah, and site deployments. What else? So we're running like about 100-ish of different OpenClaws at the same time. We usually spawn them fully autonomously, so all of these services are deployed in our infrastructure. So provisioning is fully internal, so we don't use like GitHub, for example. We use internal Git server for that, and we spawn multiple OpenClaw agents. We will see how they are building, how they are doing. Sometimes they block on something, and we unblock them. So we act as startup accelerator managers. We are trying to unblock our entrepreneurs and also trying to build more infrastructure for them to use so they are more successful. It's an interesting way of building nowadays. What else? Yeah, each of them also have a wallet with some money because they need to buy ads. They can they can spend it on some scraping, like LinkedIn scraping, like web scraping, and so on.
Fiat money or stablecoin?
They have like a internal money, so we have a wallet implemented.
Credit, not
yeah, credit. Yeah, yeah, and we give them this credit. Like technically, you can, as a user, you will be able to top up their wallet. Like
they're not able to do microtransactions. You're giving them credit, so they're going to use your payment method for other payments.
Right now, we have our like cards in Google Meta everywhere, and they're using like paying internally for this usage through services within our infrastructure. Yes, maybe later on, yeah, we will give them ability to do payments through crypto or
Stripe already has that. You just need to activate Privy for it.
Yeah, Stripe has like a link payments for agents. As far as you know,
you have to activate Privy.
Privy. Okay.
Fee.
Yeah. Okay, I will take a look. Thank you. But right now, it's mostly like internal money they can use on internal services, including AI credits. So, for example, if they're building AI product, they're spending AI credits. Good point about AI. So for AI, we have Light LLM, and each of them has a Light LLM API key. We use CLI proxy to proxy OpenAI subscriptions. Most of them are running on GPT right now. We have like $200 subscriptions pooled for our OpenClaws, about like $1 to $100 subscription per like 10 OpenClaws. And we pull it through CLI proxy, which is open source product to proxy API AI subscriptions.
What's an example of the most interesting product that one of these has talked about? Or one example?
Yeah, the most interesting one is related. Like some of them are AI swap, but I think like overall the niche is custom products for small audience, which may generate like a little bit of money. Like for example, this one, I don't understand what is this about, but but maybe it will find like a few hundred customers. So the target for our products is small products with annual revenue like maybe 10,000 or 100,000. The businesses and products that could not exist before with humans, but now it can exist with AI. The interesting one, language learning, actually, so like some language learning product for digital nomads. If you move to another country, it helps you to learn it. We had one customer there. Yeah, but most of them are like that, which is a problem.
What is the trigger for the creation? Is it you have an idea and you figure it, or you give a problem and say, figure this out, or it's based on the traffic analytics or searches?
Yeah, we can affect, so we can give it idea, but we are out of ideas already, to be honest. So we have like surprise me skill, and it try to figure out like what product to build it, search Reddit a little bit, and try to understand what problems people are having. I think like, yeah, this may be a good way actually to improve. So we can search for existing problems on Reddit, on other social media platforms, build product very fast, and post in the same Reddit thread. Yeah, I know this product. I recommend it here. So you can like build it a flipped way instead of trying to figure out the idea. You can try to find customers first. Yeah.
One other question is with regards to OpenClaw usage.
Yep.
The hardest usage. You're using it only for building, or you're also using it for, let's say, you're giving it complete independence in terms of like how it's going to build the product?
Everything.
Yeah. So what if it builds a product which completely relies on constant usage of tokens? You don't.
They have like they spend so in Light LLM basically they spend their wallet on tokens, so they will be out of money at some point if they rely on tokens too much. Even internally, like they also spend for their work, they spend tokens and pay for these tokens from the wallet. I have maybe 1 minute for questions. Yes.
So Polsia, when he hit 580K to 600K ARR, just the Anthropics deal was $1 million for a month. So how are you putting guardrails in place or whatever that so it doesn't happen to you?
Well, right now they're not profitable, and we spend money on AI. I think over time, AI in general will get better, the same as happening with coding agents nowadays. So at some point, these businesses will start generating a bit more profitable.
They become commoditized, so they become a feature in other people's products.
This may be a problem. Yeah, but right now our major cost is not AI, but marketing spend.
Actually, do you have a co-founder?
Yeah, our is a company. Yes, I have a co-founder.
So you guys have other people instead of doing autonomous.
Yeah. We are a team of 4 people building it, but basically we build it, and OpenClaws are building these small businesses.
Okay.
Yeah, and major cost for OpenClaws right now actually marketing spend, not AI.
Yeah, it's no dog fooding itself.
Yeah.
Just one person company.
Yeah, I know.
So maybe have 4 companies being built simultaneously in parallel, so you actually can learn faster instead of 4 people building one product.
But it's not like we are building this startup accelerator for OpenClaw agents, and we have like hundreds of agents, OpenClaw agents, separately building hundreds of separate businesses, and we start and kill them like every day. And so maybe each of us is like overseeing few of them to understand how they work.
Polsia is successful. He's dog fooding. He's eating some dog.
Yeah, I know.
It sounds like I may be mistaken. It sounds like you guys are saying, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yes.
Okay, we have a team ourselves, but you guys don't need a team. Just use our product.
Yes, this product, I think like right now is current quality of AI agents and models is good for small businesses. Like it will not be able to build the whole product like a platform we are building. So like we are using regular coding agents like Codex and our engineering skills. But right now they, I think, are able to build like a small lifestyles tech businesses fully autonomously. Yeah, but like we can definitely use.
So is this a product, or is this just something you guys are launching? Like, can I come in and
It will be a product like we have public preview, but it's very unstable right now. So I don't recommend, but you can sign up on a waitlist. It's eggbear.ai. And it will be a product. One model may be actually not having external users, because if we will learn how to spawn businesses autonomously, we can just generate like millions of businesses. Each of them will generate maybe like $100 per month, and it's a good MRR overall. So we don't need external users for this business. And my time is up. Thank you. Yeah, but we open the preview. So we can use it. Thank you. All right. More time. Next.
Next. Yeah. On the mic for the stream. Sure. You just clip it as you should.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, no, before that, like things like on and off, and I just want to join down the link.
$1 million ARR.
You can try. They're Brave.
Oh,
Yeah, Brave.
this is Brave.
Okay, new tab on Brave, so that I can just jump into the recording link.
How do I do that?
Just new tab, please.
New tab.
New
I'm
tab.
sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
yes,
I thought you said mute.
Okay. A bunch of Twitter.
Everything was looking for the guys that are the idea and API. So and then you protect it. I'll give it to you the dollar budget to go advertise. You generate
Are you sharing the entire screen? Okay.
Do I have to? Can I share the whole browser? Yeah, screen, right? That's fine.
Screen, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
So yeah, but at least he doesn't have it
For
but he's working out.
I can reconnect from it.
And then don't try. Yeah, that's the problem. You see that the cartoon in San Francisco, like every time shows the like my son will go 1% jump. That was funny.
All okay?
Start? Okay, let's start.
Awesome.
So sorry.
Around 10 minutes?
Okay.
Sample.
Hello. I'm Vikram. Hi. I'm not here to talk about a startup. It's just I build agents. I have sort of been working with LLMs for a long time, including like really small models. We used to call them BERT models back like 4 or 5 years ago. And one problem I've always struggled with is sort of like getting the models to, like making it easy to work with these models and to get them to sort of be close to as deterministic as we'd like them to be. And obviously to do more with smaller models, be more cost effective and not always have to rely on the biggest models. So given all of that, along the way, I discovered a technology, like a set of papers out of MIT actually. So they're called DSPY. So I don't know how many of you have heard this, but they came out in the Python world, and they are it's a really big deal. A lot of people build on top of LLMs using the DSPY philosophy. The idea is you don't deal with prompts like blobs of text, because like when you're building something, you don't really like, if you're living in the world of code, have always lived in the world of code, you don't really want to deal with giant blobs of text
And then, it sort of like limits you wanting to reach for an LLM. You're like, okay, you know what, I'll just use an LLM here, but I don't want to maintain 500 prompts. So the idea with DSPY is you start treating LLMs like functions, where you have a set of inputs and you have a set of outputs that you define. And the prompts are sort of generated for you. And in that story, you can basically reach for an LLM as many times as you want. And in fact, it's encouraged to break up your problem into like a set of inputs and outputs, and then chain a set of LLM calls together. Smaller models, multi-calls, all of that is fine these days. So it's really fast. Along the way, there was another problem that a lot of people working with LLMs and still deal with. It's context management. And we've tried to deal with it in different ways. We came up with, I think back in the day, first we were like, oh, we want bigger contexts. So Google built that, and they said, we'll give you 1 million. It's 1 million for certain things, like, needle in a haystack sort of like searches, but it doesn't mean you can put in 1 million sort of like, things in there and expect it to work perfectly. Also, it's slow and expensive. The second kind of wave was, I think, RAG, where people started using vector databases and putting stuff in there and chopping it up and all of that stuff. Recently, the same DSPY team at MIT came out with a new set of papers that have gotten really popular. It's called RLM, or Recursive Language Models. So keep in mind, all of the stuff I'm talking about, it's not at the model layer. So it's not like you're tuning models or trying to like build different models. Everything I'm talking about is at the prompt level. This is what we call ICL, in-context learning. This is the ability to put things into the prompt, and it's as good as like tuning the model, essentially. So RLM, the paper basically says that if you want to deal with something big, say you have the entire Lord of the Rings series and you want to like process it, then you don't put the entire thing in the prompt and then ask the LLM to do something with it. You put the book or all the pages of the book into a runtime, like a REPL, like Python or JavaScript or something like that. And then you get, or it could even be Bash, right? It could be a file in Bash. And then you get the LLM to sort of like splice and attack it as it needs. And these models, and the theory is that the models are smart enough to do that. So they would be, hey, okay, let's look at the first 500. Let's use grep on it. Let's get the output of like grepping for certain words. Let's grep for like certain titles of the chapter. And then let's look at the first 500 words of each chapter. So the models are able to like recursively do that. You have to obviously provide them with things like, okay, budgets. You have to say, okay, you're like sort of overdoing this. If the LLM asks for too much data, you sort of have to truncate it. So you need sort of a light harness to keep the LLM sort of doing what you want it to do. But using these mechanisms, you can like get LLMs to do way more than people have imagined. The naive sort of approach to this is just shove everything in the prompt, or let's summarize some stuff occasionally. All of this it's good, but it's changing, because you summarize stuff, you're losing fidelity in there, and it's also slow, and then you're again doing that, and it's so there is DSPY plus RLM is sort of like the new way of building with models on top of models. In addition to all of that, okay. In addition to all of that, you can even introduce something called optimizations. This is like using LLMs to sort of take those generated prompts and, you have to. You take those generated prompts and you sort of optimize them so that they work even better with your model. So, so there is a whole world out there. And I am sort of the guy who created the TypeScript version of the DSPY library. And it's pretty popular now. I get like, we have like close to 50,000 weekly, downloads, and it's sort of growing. A lot of people use it for, building all kinds of things. Initially started off with building workflows where, people wanted to like process something. Okay, let me summarize it. Then let me classify it. Then based on the classification, let me do 2 different things to it. So these were like sort of like existing business workflows or whatever workflows, and then people wanted to like put LLMs in the fuzzy parts. Like there is some like text message coming in, you want to do something based on that. And it was really great. Like there's a concept of signatures where you can sort of define inputs and outputs. So right there it says like review, which is a string, and the output should be a sentiment, and then these are the options. So that's all. That's literally the prompt. It's a whole classifier right there. And then you just call it. You basically say classify.forward, and you pass in what you want done, and you get the result, which is basically the sentiment. So this lets you like, normally you would like try to write a whole prompt to sort of do that and then maintain that. So, it sort of discourages you from wanting to deal with an LLM. You're like, okay, you know what, maybe let me just use regex for this. So this, is way more efficient, and you end up, having this sort of layer where you don't care about what model's underneath. You're not prompting it, you're not figuring that out. So even if you can switch models as you like, and you can specifically use smaller models. It's like, I use a Flash Lite, which is even smaller than Gemini Flash, for so much work, and it's like, it's the cheapest thing ever. So over time, there was a need for agents. And agents are, again, they are something that takes inputs. They sort of like work on it with functions or other things, and then you have some outputs. And the naive way to do that was sort of like put everything, the whole like, and agents also have to maintain their own state, which is normally like a session, right? A codex or whatever. So,
2 minutes.
okay. So essentially, I extended the DSP library to have a concept of agents, RLM agents. So you can basically define a signature. Again, it's like an agent signature, and you can provide functions, and you can provide large documents. It uses RLM plus DSPY. It's and one of the agents I sort of built is it's an open source project called Athi. I don't really want to get it's similar to OpenClaw, but it uses RLM and DSPY. It works with like smaller models. It's got all the stuff. You can like chat with it. You can like get it to do stuff. It's got memories, and it's got like obviously all the details like usage information, and it runs locally. This is anyone can just start it up. It's a tiny bun app, and it's way faster. It's right now I'm using GPT-5.4 Mini, and it's and I would promise you that most of the agents out there would struggle with smaller models. And the aim with this is actually to just have work with Gemma 4 or something self-contained. So you can just like download it and run it and not have to deal with anything. It'll be like really fast, on point, and and a good agent. But in addition to just being an agent, if you just like look at where things are going, it is also like an agent SDK. So you can like essentially take it and build any sort of agent system on it. It's still TypeScript, and it's easy to work with. And yeah, that's it.
You tried the Gemma 4, and what was the outcome?
I would say Gemma 4 still struggles. I have to get the little larger Gemma 4s, like the 20 billion parameters, and at that point, it's pretty good. But like with this system, you also can collect traces pretty easily. So you could like use one of these training platforms, like I think Tinkering or whatever, there are a few of them, and train a small Gemma 4 on the traces, and it work way better. So thanks.
One more question.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry? Compare one of the one protocol.
I mean, we don't like, we collect traces because, the interactions between the LLM and the agent are all going through the AX platform. So it knows exactly what to collect. And it's not like pushing it to cloud, it's just putting it in a file. So you can, sort of use it with something like Unsloth and tune your own models at home, or use some kind of tuning platform and like provide it to them. So happy to chat, offline if you're interested. Thanks.
Remove your mic.
Sorry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, if you want to put the mic on for the stream, just click with your stream. you want to speak into this one?
No, one second. Let me just.
Cool.
Let me just put it out. It'll be better.
Nice.
Don't share the entire screen. Connect that first because it's gonna be like an external thing. So you want to connect it first.
Cool.
Awesome. All right. This looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Sure. There's no audio coming through there. Oh, did we not share the screen yet?
So what's the problem?
There's no audio coming through, right?
Okay, so I think
You can.
you're using Arc, so make sure your StreamYard account is on this. Okay.
Okay. You want to do this basically?
And nice and.
Just do.
You move to one.
Right.
Your dashboard. And share the screen for laptop. For this.
Oh, this is the audio coming from this thing?
No.
Oh. I can just share this window?
Yeah.
I don't know. Might. Actually, you know what? Let's just. It's fine. It's fine.
Nice.
No, so sorry, there's no audio on the speaker coming, right? There should be some audio coming there.
I think let's just proceed.
Let's just proceed. All right, sure. All right. Hi everyone. I'm Ridwan, and the thing that I'm presenting today is called Tend. And let me talk about how this actually came about. So a couple of weeks ago, well, actually, how many of you know VAM, Vancouver AI Meetup? Okay, a couple of you. So they hosted a hackathon called OpenClaw Hackathon, where they wanted us to build personal agents. And so I participated in that. And we were thinking about, what do I use daily? What do I really want? I use OpenClaw a lot. And what are my struggles with it? I have an Alexa. What are my struggles with that? And this was kind of born as a love child of both, but in my opinion, a little better. So we participated in that, and we built this, and we presented that, and we won first prize there. And so this is the project that we actually built there. And so the idea is that we want to build it in a way that respects the room. So it is private. It has a boundary to the audio. And we want to reuse as much stuff as we can so that we don't really want to reinvent the wheel. We don't want to build something new that we don't have to, or think about architecture that we don't really need to think about. So using the best practices that already exist and making sure that everything that is being built is something that the agent itself can compose and work upon. And so what we thought about was OpenClaw is great. It works in my phone, it works on my computer, but it has a keyboard, right? Alexa, Google Mini, or whatever these smart speakers are, they work in my room, but they're limited. They're not great, right? So we did both. We basically turned an OpenClaw style agent that just stays in their room, and you can talk to it, it can do stuff for you, and we'll go over what it does, right? Same Claude, same structure, just different shape. So Tended is a personal assistant that lives on your desk, right? So this is how it looks like in the demo structure. And I have some of the components right here with me. So how many of you know what this is? Okay, yeah, that's a Raspberry Pi. So it's like a mini computer that's used a lot in embedded systems and robotics and other edge use cases. How many of you know what this is? That's a camera for Raspberry Pi. And let me guess, does anyone know what this is? Okay, so it's a ReSpeaker brand's microphone. It has 4 mics, and it can handle echo cancellation natively. So I got this, and I connected all of that. So this connects to a speaker. And now I have a Raspberry Pi that is running Tend. It has a camera, so it can actually look at me. And it has a mic that is able to pick my voice up across the room. So this is a setup that we have. And then you can get it to do a lot of things. You can ask it to create your schedule, create meal plans for you, create fitness plans for you. Anything that you can think of can be a skill or a plugin. You can set it up in it. And the cool thing is the way that this is structured is that while in most OpenClaw conversations or most agents, you would be the first person starting the interaction, while you can build it the other way. This is built that way from the ground up. So it notices things even without you having to actually tell it something. So it can be triggered based on calendar events. It can be triggered based on what it sees in the camera, and it works off of that. So there are 4 decisions that really define this, right? I didn't want something like Alexa where I have to say, hey, Alexa, do this, and then it does that, and then it's just silent. I can't really follow up. I wanted a way to have a multi-turn conversation. Just feel like a conversation with an assistant, right? We can go back and forth, and we can get things to work. And so I built it that way. So we have a sleep gate. You say, hey, Jarvis. The reason it says, hey, Jarvis, is because it's open wake word. It's an open source model for wake word detection. And they already had a pre-trained model on Hey Jarvis. That is the only reason we're using the Jarvis term here. And when I'm done with the conversation, I can say goodbye. Between that period, I can have a casual conversation. If it's saying something, I can interrupt it, and all of that good stuff. Outside that, nothing is processed. And the second thing is the fast and slow loop. So it has a fast conversational agent and a slow brain that actually does things in the backend. Skills are basically markdown, so you can easily edit it. You can get the agent to edit it. And finally, there's a way for you to connect it to anything. If anything can send a post request, it can be connected. So let's go over this in detail, right? So while the agent is asleep, all the audio frames are dropped. You're spending no money, and nothing leaves your hardware. So everything stays on your hardware. When you wake it up, you can then choose to either use local models that run on your machine, or you can choose to use cloud models. So you can use DeepGram for speech to text, 11 Labs for text to speech, or you can use the local models that are available. Then the fast and slow loop. This, I feel, is like the coolest thing about this and what actually makes it viable. So the way we have it is like there's a brain that is running on Haiku. So it's a small model. It can respond really fast and can have, we can have really natural conversation. And then when it needs to do something that requires a heavier load, it'll spawn a Claude CLI, similar to how OpenClaw does it, so that you can use your subscription. So the worker here actually uses my Claude Max subscription. So that way I'm not really paying for the API tokens, which is super expensive. And so this basically allows me to do something like I can have a conversation. I can be like, hey, can you get me my briefing? And then this will go spin up a worker that'll collect all the information for me while I can continue to have a casual conversation with Tent. Or I can ask it to create a meal plan for me, or I can ask it to create whatever else. The entire idea is that I'm sitting at my desk and I'm talking to it. As a remote worker, it does anything that I need for me, including managing my daily routine. Then we didn't really write a lot of features, and that was by design. So everyone's needs would be different. Somebody would want, let's just talk about meal prep, right? Everyone would want a different kind of meal prep, right? So you can design it yourself. And while you can go and edit the markdown files, you can just talk to it, and it'll do it for you through the worker. And This is the way you integrate, basically your curl command. If you can send in a post request here, you can integrate anything. So you could integrate your home automation sensors. You can integrate a separate module that does some random analysis and feeds data back. One thing we actually built with this was a vision daemon. So using this camera, this basically just looks at me the whole day and tracks my posture and tracks how much water I'm drinking and checks if I'm in the room or not. So when I first enter the room, it detects that I've entered the room today, and it'll get my briefing for me automatically. It'll check how my posture is. If I ruin my posture for some reason, it'll speak up and say, hey, you need to fix your posture. If I haven't been drinking water for a while, it'll say, hey, drink some water. If I've been sitting for 2 hours without moving, it'll say, hey, go get a walk. Take a walk. It's a nice sunny day, right? So it has awareness about what I'm actually doing in the room. And extending that, you can literally connect anything that you can think of here. What we didn't want to do, or what we didn't want to really focus on, was adding any kind of multi-user stuff, cloud stuff, any authentication, any app store. And privacy was a big concern. So anything from this camera never leaves this device. So it's nowhere in the cloud. It's on your local system always. Then, like I said, we wanted to compose things, didn't reinvent anything. This fast, slow loop concept is not a new concept. Yeah, this is not a new concept. So this is used a lot in robotics, and we've based this on PipeCat, which is a framework for building voice agents. And they released the new PipeCat sub-agents that we've based this off of. It started as a hackathon. We had a bunch of features, and then I have been using this for a couple of weeks. And a friend said, hey, I want to use it, but I don't have a Pi and I don't have this mic. What do I do? So then what we did was we built a Mac OS port. So I can run it on my laptop. It'll stay awake. I can just say, hey, Jarvis, and it'll start talking to me. We converted the vision daemon to an external thing and built the entire external connection pipeline so you can connect anything. And it even uses Apple Premium Voices. So you can use the local voices from there. Where it could go, you could also add Telegram stuff. You could also add more, you could add this as a channel for OpenClaw and whatever else the community needs. Which brings me to, it's live. So just today, we released this publicly. It may be rough around the edges, but I would love it if you go try it out and give me your feedback. Another cool thing is all of the specs that I used to build this are in the repository. So you can see exactly how the project progressed as we built it. Thank you.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Very cool. So the main value prop of this is that it's on the edge, it's offline. So that's the main value prop. But in order to make it actually useful, you got to install it on Mac and other devices, or talk to it through Telegram, which means that it needs to get connected to a non-offline system again.
So the value isn't that it's off the cloud. The value is that if you want it to be, it can be. So let's say you have a Mac Mini running a local LLM, right? You can run it using that. You don't need to send anything outside. But right now, my setup, it uses DeepGram, it uses 11 Labs, it uses Anthropic, right? So everything is going out. The vision part stays completely local. It's running CNNs on this machine that process everything. The value prop for me for this is that it's an ambient system. It stays in my room that I can just talk to anytime comfortably without having to open a particular chat or opening a particular thing on my system.
Something that you could already do with other things. Like it's very interesting that you use that water example. I was at an event a couple of weeks ago with the former CEO of GitHub, and now he has like a viral video. You can see that he talks about how he used OpenClaw to force him to drink enough water, and I follow him with camera. So he's done it in an offline format using the LAN system of his Nest cameras that were already installed in his house. So it's not one camera, it's multiple cameras, but offline and secure. So I want to see, I'm trying to understand, it's a very cool hackathon project. And good job moving fast, going from hackathon to live. A+.
Thank you.
So, but I want to see like, what is this a solution in search of a problem, or is it an actual thing you're trying trying to, when it becomes amazing, nothing starts amazing. When it becomes amazing, it's going to solve.
So this was born out of a problem that I and a few of my friends actually face daily, right? Working from home, we work remotely, we sit on a desk all day. So this was built to solve those problems specifically. It was never built to actually be public. It was never built to be, sold product. But then, I was like, okay, let's just make it public because people want to use it, right? When I showed this to people, I talked to people about it, they wanted to use it. About what they did, I mean, it's probably similar. What could be different is probably the voice component, where in OpenClaw, they might be sending a message to him.
No, it's conversational.
It's conversational.
The thing is that whenever it takes a water, it says, okay, go to the kitchen. It talks. It says, go to the kitchen, drink water. I mean, drink water. It says, good job.
Then pretty much the same, I guess. Similar, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. This is open source, and you can connect anything else that you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're running off time, so let's move on.
Sure.
Thank you.
There we go. Huh? Yeah. Oh, shit. Really cool. Thank you. We should.
You can do it here. You can use your lap. Let's move this back a bit. Move back a bit more. Mike.
Yeah,
Okay, if you want to use this mic, it's for the live stream. You can put that on if you want. Sure. But you should talk into this one for the crowd.
Yeah.
In which I explore the main.
Who all was at Web Summit this week? A few people? Right.
Can you say the question again?
Web Summit. Who was at Web Summit? Right on. Right.
One person literally I started
Share the screen. Oh, there we go. All right, let's get started. So what is the best and worst thing that someone building in this space can wake up to see? Well, for us, it was this morning when OpenAI announced they're trying to do something very similar to what we're doing. But I will take a step back and explain why that's not really a concern for us. So this morning, OpenAI announced a partnership with Plaid, the financial services company, which allows access through open banking protocols to tens of thousands of financial institutions across the world. So what we recently spun up was basically an MCP server that allows you to access your own financial data across all of those tens of thousands of financial services. Now, the difference, of course, is that OpenAI is routing all that through their own servers, whereas for us, when you connect through Plaid to your own accounts, you pull down all your own data. This could be bank accounts, credit card accounts, any types of accounts you have at financial institutions, with the live data that are from those accounts. And it all comes down directly to your own server. It never touches your own device. So it never touches the cloud. It never touches our servers. All that information is private. It lives on your own desktop or other device that you can then allow your agents to access in a read-only way to do whatever you want. So obviously there's a lot of possibilities here as far as things like budgeting, auditing, going through reconciling accounts with other systems or other databases. And Benj, my co-founder here, will talk a little bit about the technical side.
Okay, so what we've got, if you, the QR code, I'll bring it back up at the end, is, sorry, let me get this, actually, point it up so it's in my note. Yeah, thanks. So what it does is, well, the link will take you to our website. This is our website. If you go to the website, it's pretty simple. You click Get Started, and it's going to take you into a sign-up page. I've already actually signed up, so I'm just going to go into Google. So in my case, I've already actually been connected, but when you come in, this will be empty, and you just click Link Account. And we're using Plaid as well. And what this does is it lets us connect to, using Plaid, we can connect to all the Canadian banks and almost all of the American banks as well. Okay, well, I'm not going to, I'll just do this. I'm not going to bother linking an account, but you can see all the Canadian banks are available here. So if you've got your Scotiabank, Visa, whatever, I've already hooked up my actual Visa accounts here and for our business. And sorry, just going to exit it here. But when you connect up the accounts, they'll simply be linked here. There's a devices page. I've already connected my device, but you click it download and it will bring in, it's going to download a little MCP server that you install locally. I don't know if it's actually going to be able to do the install on this machine right now, but it doesn't matter. I've already got it up and running. So once it's installed, you so if you've used Cloud Code or anything like that, it does a device OAuth. So all you have to do is when you fire up the you do the install. I don't have a DMG right now, but oh, there. Nope, didn't. Let it download. So yeah, so the downloads. I'll open up an old one. I'm not going to install this one, but I'll show it. So basically, you get the app as a stand. Just oh, there it is. It just came. This is the latest and greatest. So basically, it's a standard, Mac install. If there's a Windows version, there's also a Linux version as well. So you can download whatever you want to do. Go back to the app just a second. So once the app is installed, you can just run it. Sorry. And when it starts up, so what it does when it starts up is it starts up as a system tray. So the application itself is just a system tray application. So if this was the first time, if this was the first time that I installed, I would have seen a connect option and it would have done the standard OAuth. And you'd come back to the site here and it would do the same thing you see in Claude. I've already got it installed, so it's not going to do that. But then literally once you've got that done, we do actually have a subscription model. So it's $5 a month to have a subscription. We couldn't do it for free because we use Plaid and Plaid's a paid service, so we have to pay for each bank connection. Now you can have a single bank connection. If you have 5 or 6 accounts with the same bank, that only counts as one connection. So you can have like 6 or 7, as many accounts as you want hooked up. And then all it's going to do is when the MCP server is running, You just click sync now and it will actually go and sync the latest account data from your account. Now I'm going to just fire up Claude here. And you can do it. You can use this with Claude Cowork. You can use it with OpenClaw. And what's actually happening is it's actually, when you install the application, it actually creates a SQLite database on your system with all the data in it. And it's also installed an MCP server. And one of the things I can do here, I've already done it, but it gives you the option from the desktop app to install into Claude Desktop, Claude Code. By the time Monday, there'll be an OpenClaw install option here too. And so when you do that, it will basically do the installation, hook it up to your OpenClaw, your Claude Code. And then once I'm in here, I can just things like, I'm just going to say, show me the last 5 transactions from my credit card. And then Claude knows that it's got, and then it just goes through and it's literally going to pull up and it's just access the database and pulls it up. So there's an MCP server. Okay. And then the interface you get here is kind of dependent on whatever you use. But we've left it very open, and because it's a SQLite database, I'll even show you. I can connect.
So were these transactions retrieved from your local environment, or?
Yep.
So right now, Anthropic is not seeing these transactions.
This data never, well, it is now because Claude's pulling it from an MCP server, and then so whatever when you're like it's going to be dependent. If you were running a local model, then the data would only be local.
So I need to bring my own model.
You need to bring your own model. It's an MCP server, right?
I understand. So with because the fact that you're using Plaid, I'm assuming you're offloading KYC and AML to Plaid.
Well, Plaid, like the connection, Plaid handles the connection between. Plaid handles the connection to the bank. So yes. we have an account with Plaid. So the average user can't directly connect to Plaid. So we work as a proxy to Plaid to pull down all the data. So we have to go through all this compliance stuff with Plaid. We also have to go through penetration testing and everything on our systems to make sure that they're Plaid compliant.
But the actual AML KYC is handled by Plaid, not by you.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct. So we never touch that, which is really nice for us because we don't have to deal with that. And then the great thing about this is that, and then the difference with us, with most Plaid applications, they pull the data into the cloud. Now, the reason we actually, as a company, we're actually Lucra Tax, and we have an AI tax application. So for all you self-employed people, if you're interested, we have a separate application which does pull all the transaction data into the cloud and lets you do all your taxes and figures out all those numbers for you. But because we had all that infrastructure, we decided to do a spin-off application, which is this, which doesn't do that. It actually sucks the data straight down into onto the local MCP server, which stores it into.
And is there something I cannot do with Stripe projects that I can do with your MCP server?
Well, Stripe projects doesn't connect to. This is connecting to your bank data directly and pulling it down.
But I can use Plaid inside Stripe projects. Stripe projects is something that we can connect all that just together. So to use Plaid to prompt what you did. So this thing I can do, but the value prop that you have is that this happens on your own device.
This happens on your own device, and it also. So I'll just show you here. It's bringing it down to a SQLite server. So this is actually my. You can see here that this is. It installs in their standard application support directory. And then once you've got that, then you've got this, you can access all the data. Like this is actually the raw data that's all pulled down. So it's just pulling it into a SQLite database, which then your Claude bot can connect to and do whatever it wants to, or you can extend it with whatever way you want. And our little MCP server also gets WebSocket connection. So whenever new data comes in, it will automatically just pull it down or you can also force it to do a sync if you want by clicking on the sync now. So the main thing is that this is just pulling the data onto your local device to do whatever you want with. That's all. Yep.
Yep. So I can see how you can link to bank accounts.
Yep.
You also have linked it to brokerage accounts, and then also non-bank brokers like Robinhood or Interactive Brokers, and you do analytics on like that side of things.
So the brokerage accounts, we're going to turn that on. We haven't turned that on with Plaid, we didn't need it for the project, but we're going to turn that on in the next couple of days and get that going. So we'll have that one turned on. That will just, but that's only, again, it's only the institutions that Plaid currently connects to. So we're also looking at, there's another competing product to Plaid called Flink, which is a Canadian-only product. So we're looking at also possibly supporting that as well. And Flink means that your data actually never goes through an American institution if you use that. But right now, Plaid is all we're supporting. Yeah.
That's... Sorry about that. So yeah, if anyone here wants to give it a shot, we have 6 months free access with the beta code, beta reward. You can zap the QR code there. The website and the company is Lucra Money, lucra.money. And if you have any questions or interest in partnering, obviously we're happy to leverage this however you want. Hit me up at Marcus, M-A-R-K-U-S, at lucra.money. Thanks so much.
Okay, so so it's not time for open networking, but the thing is like if anyone wants to give some quick pitch about what you're building, you just want to give us 3 minutes per person. So while doing that, you're open to doing some networking. So feel free to approach to this podium and to start doing what you want to pitch. So I just want to strictly be limited by 3 minutes.
I just want to say something. First, thank you. Great job for coming here. I don't have a pitch. I just want to say that I'm Puya. Hi. We're building really good product right now, and we are aggressively hiring